Hey, my friend, this is Luis Victoria, attorney Luis Victoria, immigration lawyer from Miami, Florida. I have excellent news for you. There are new changes from the USCIS with respect to the premium processing for immigration fees. So, before we continue, we go into the intro and I will let you know what happened. Well, as I told you, we are going to talk about the premium processing. The premium processing is like an expedited process that you are going to be able to pay to the USCIS in order for you to receive, you know, in an expedited way, a result from the USCIS with respect to your immigration petition or any other of the petitions that you are filing. So in this case, we already had a law which is the 8337. The President Donald Trump, he signed this law, okay, now is law, okay, on October 1st of the present year. So it means like 6 years ago, 8 years ago, excuse me, 8 days ago. So what does mean this law is that the government is going to be able to have some funds in order for the USCIS to have the possibility to cover the expenses or the operating expenses to survive, because as all of us know, this year has been a very hard year for the USCIS because they pretty much they subsist because they have the fees from the different firms that the people they fight with them, they submit with them. So however, this year has been very hard with respect to that. So we are going to see that this new law is, has the main purpose is to be able to receive this money in order for them to cover the operating expenses. So as that say, we are going to have new firms that are able to have the processing, benefits. For example, the employment authorization documents before, the employment authorization document form, the I-7665, before it was not included within the firms that was able or that were able to receive an expedited response. But now it is included with the new law. So before the new legislation, the 8337, USCIS, they had several forms, for example, the E1, the E2, the H1B, H2B, H3, L1, L1, L1B, O1, O2, Ps, and different kind of forms. However, today we are going to be able to submit this premium processing for different firms, including the employment-based non-immigrant petitions. For example, we are going to be able to submit this premium processing for application for employment authorizations, any other immigration benefit type that the secretary deems appropriate for the premium processing. So in other words, the USCIS is working with respect to the regulation because now there is a law. However, now USCIS is working in the details in order for the regulation to be more clear. So now we are going to have some time. Meanwhile, USCIS is working on that. So another aspect that is within this new law is that from August 1st, 2020, the fee will be normally $2,500 for normally EB1s, EB2s, and EB3s. So before there was another fee lower than that. It was 1,440, but today we are going to have $2,500 for these specific forms. and the legislation doesn't mention nothing about um, the response. It didn't change, or it doesn't say nothing about the amount of time that they need to have for the response. It says that 15 calendar day processing time for categories available for premium processing. So in other words, we have several changes, but the most important is the increasing in the fee, and also the benefit on other type of firms or categories that before didn't have this possibility to have an expedited processing fee or expedited processing process. So which means premium processing. So another one is for individuals who are changing the status or extending the status, they will have the possibility to apply for premium processing, which means that, for example, a person who is in a B2 visa and is changing a status to F visa, which is the student visa, or J visa, or M categories, they are going to have that possibility of the premium processing. So, in other words, this is a new possibility for this type of applicants. Also, this type of visas, the FJM, they are going to pay $1,750, and the time frame normally is not going to be greater than 30 days to receive a response. For foreign nationals seeking to change status to be classified as dependent in the E categories, H categories, L, O, P, or R categories, or to extend the status, the fee is going to be also $1,750. And again, the time frame is going to be no greater than 30 days. So for application for employment authorization, the fee is going to be no greater than $1,500, and the process is not going to be more than 30 days. Okay, so this is a good news for those who were waiting a lot of time for the employment authorization document, because this is the main document to be able to work legally within the United States. So now you can apply for this document because you have this premium processing in a shorter time. So there are a lot of good news with this new law, the 8337. So, but the most important is, I repeat again, the new possibilities, the new categories that are included in this law. So, for example, we are going to talk about the EB1, EB2s, and EB3s. They are going to have normally a time no greater than 45 days in order to receive the response. So the only thing is the amount is going to be now $2,500. Before was less than that. So pretty much this is the main idea of this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is going to be very good for those who are in need to know the latest news about immigration law. For example, this is very new, and you are going to have possibilities to receive your employment authorization document in a faster way. And also we are going to know that some of the categories are going to pay more than were paying before. But I always recommend the processing time in this way, the premium processing, because you are going to receive a response quicker, and that's going to be good for you because you want to know faster, you want to know your results, you want to know what the USCIS is thinking about it. However, they are going more likely than not, maybe several times they are going to ask you for more evidence, request for evidence, but you are going to have more time for that in order for you to prepare that response. So, but if you wait in the normal time, you are going to wait perhaps 1 year, 1.5 years, 2 years, and you don't want that because you want to work, you want to bring your relatives to the United States, you want to enjoy this country. But as I always say, Don't be negative. Okay, we are passing for a very hard time in this moment in our lives, because the pandemic, because the different type of situations that we are having. But always I recommend to have a positive mental attitude, because if you keep that attitude, you are going to succeed in the American dream. We are here. I am here to help you with the legal advice. I am here with you to give you guys excellent advice for life too. Okay, because I am an immigrant too. So I came here as an immigrant. I came here from scratch. Okay, I didn't know many things about this country. I didn't know the system. I didn't know how to survive. But you are going to do everything necessarily for the American dream, to succeed in the American dream. Okay, with discipline, with perseverance. Okay, all of this information that I am giving you guys is excellent for you, because you are going to be able to have a better response from the government, a quicker response, and you are going to know the law. You are going to be able to know which path you have to take. But normally, as I advise you guys, always keep in mind to talk with a lawyer, with the person who is expert in this field, with a person who has a license to give you an advice in this regard, because later you are going to have maybe problems. Okay, the person is not going to be able to represent you in court, for example, or to represent you in an appeal or in other fields. So this is very, very, very important thing to know. Also, I invite you to see my other videos. We have in Spanish too, we have in English, and maybe later we are going to have in another languages. So okay guys, for that said, I am very grateful to have you again in our YouTube channel. See you next time. Thank you so much.